Welcome to NABN TV. This is News Roundup. I'm Olivia Nantongo. The United Nations says it needs about $250 million to address the food crisis insurgency-affected states of northeast Nigeria. Mr. Edward Cullen told newsmen after a 4-day visit to the affected states of Borno, Adamawa, and Yobe that over 4 million people were in urgent need of humanitarian assistance in the affected states. He regretted that the outlook was dire without sustained humanitarian assistance in the area, saying that the humanitarian community was deeply concerned by the alarming food insecurity and warned that millions would struggle to feed during this critical 2021 rain season. Health news. Latest on COVID-19 vaccine from Africa. The African Union Thursday began monthly shipments of COVID-19 vaccines acquired by the AU African Vaccine Acquisition Trust to its 54 member states. Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa, the President of the Republic of South Africa, said on Thursday in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, that the effort was a momentous step in Africa's efforts to safeguard the health and well-being of its people. Ramaphosa said that working together and by pooling resources, African countries had been able to secure millions of vaccines doses produced right here in Africa. He said that the 400 million doses will provide impetus to the fight against COVID-19 across the continent and will lay the basis for Africa's social and economic recovery. A chief nursing officer, Mrs. Rosalind Olajimi, has advised pregnant women to allow their husbands to suck their boobs to prepare them for breastfeeding after delivery. Olajimi gave the advice at a sensitization program making 2021 World Breastfeeding Week, organized at Lagos. She said, allowing their husbands to suck on your breast during pregnancy will ensure bonding, help the nipples to be out, as well as make it easier for the baby to latch on. She urged pregnant women to prepare their breasts during pregnancy to avoid lactation problems after delivery. She added, the colostrum, the yellowish milk that flows within the first 5 days of delivery, contains nutrients that help boost the baby's immunity. Olajimi cautioned that certain foods, herbs, and medications could hurt babies if they cross into the breast milk. She particularly noted that during drinking palm wine to improve lactation could introduce alcohol into the baby's system during breastfeeding. The Nigerian army says more Boko Haram and Islamic State West Africa province terrorists have continued to surrender in the northeast as troops escalated ground and air offensive operations against them. The director, Nigerian Army Public Relations, Brigadier General Uwanchukwu, said the sustained air and artillery bombardments on the enclaves of the terrorists in Sambisa Forest and its environs had continued to yield positive results. Mr. Uwanchukwu said that more than 100 terrorists and their families had succumbed to troops' offensives in less than 2 weeks by laying down their arms and giving up the fight. Bill Gates described his relationship with the late convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein as a huge mistake in a television interview aired days after his divorce from ex-wife Melinda French Gates was finalized. Gates told CNN in an interview broadcast on Wednesday that he regrets his meetings with the notorious hedge fund manager who was found dead in his jail cell in August 2019 after federal prosecutors in New York indicted him for operating a child sex trafficking ring and abusing dozens of underage girls. Epstein's death was ruled as a suicide by hanging. CNN has dismissed 3 employees for entering its New York headquarters without being vaccinated for protecting against COVID-19, according to a memo from the cable news network's president. The memo sent to CNN staff on Thursday says, in the past week, we have been made aware of 3 employees who were coming to the office unvaccinated.
NABN TV, inspiring a new generation.